How's everybody doing? A subscriber wrote the other day or last night that Uncle Fester was played by Christopher Lloyd in the Addams Family movie. Now, this, of course, you have to bounce this off of these last two videos I've done. Donnie Darko, breaking down Donnie Darko, and breaking down Donnie Darko more. Somebody said, by the way, concerning the bushes, I'll bring those bushes up for you in a second, that I'm thinking it was a QAnon fan, so they argue with me and fuss and fight, and she's very, she'll get crass. She really will, and that shouldn't surprise y'all. But she's like, oh, and you think you're special because, or you think you have this prophecy or something because the bush is from my pet goat. I said, no. I just said I thought it was very interesting. And is that the Lord saying to me or to us that what we're saying about I pet goat, you know, because where are we breaking it down at? Right there in that condominium. You know, that's all. Everybody that's a part of this very small YouTube channel, I would think are sheep, the ones that are really participating. I'm in hope of being a sheep. I don't know for sure if I'm a sheep. Sheep are never really for sure. They can't at all be braggadocious about their situation. But we're in hope because we feel pretty good of the fact that we have the truth that people that go to all these fake churches don't even have. But God could still just send me a strong delusion right at the end, couldn't he? Absolutely. So you never want to sit around and know for sure you're saved. The Bible speaks of that, but that again is the parable. Just like it sounds like there's free will all throughout the Bible, or cause and effect throughout the Bible, because the Jews did this and God had to do that. You know, it's people not understanding it was all ordained. So my point is, if the Lord is sending me some spiritual, what people call divine intervention, that's because the Lord's doing it. And if he's not, he's not. But everybody that's part of this channel, we're all, you know, one unit under the Holy Spirit. It's not me and then y'all. It's us. We're the church. And then if we're the church, then we are of Jesus. So that's all. So sometimes I feel like, and I think we all do, that the Lord sends us little things that make us feel connected to him. But number one is knowing the truth in his word, being able to understand the word, even though the King James is corrupted in parts, or even though it's written in a parable. So I just felt like I needed to explain that, I guess. Sorry. But so there's Donnie Darko, Trump Antichrist, part 24. And then that was telling me it was the 31st. And now I also felt like I was looking at the 28th also. And hang on just a second. Oh, and the Uncle Fester thing. Okay. So the way this got brought up. So one of my subscribers said that Christopher Lloyd, who played Doc in Back to the Future, and a lot of y'all are new. So I guess I should tell y'all this. There was a 1927 movie titled Metropolis. 1927 movie Metropolis, which was about the ghost in the machine. Literally, the computer came alive. It was the woman. There she is. It's got an upside down pyramid in it, folks. There's Doc right there from Back to the Future. Back to the Future Doc, the way he wears his hair, is it paying homage to the 1927 German movie Metropolis? Notice how Germany played the role in World War I, and Germany played the role in World War II. And Germany gave us the, hold on, hold that thought. All right, great chat with my son. All right, so I was telling you about Metropolis, but I can't remember why I was telling you about Metropolis. Hang on. Something to do with Germany, wasn't it, in the world wars? I don't know. No, there was a reason I started telling you about Metropolis, but it's about the ghost in the machine. It's about the image that speaks, folks. The image that speaks. And then it ends up being a female. She morphs into a female. So it's Lucifer. I mean, it's the same story. We've been, so yeah, I mean, the Lord's been, and one reason why the Lord might be giving me stuff, you know, I used to chase girls like it was going out of style. Been married twice, got a son, got a grandson. I wasn't a heathen, but you know, going out and seeing what you can accomplish was just the way I was brought up from the 60s, 70s, 80s. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Typical male. And I haven't had sex since 2012. So, you know, I sip alcohol. It's not like I'm like, what was our guy? John the Baptist, who never had even touched hard liquor, wine or hard liquor, the Bible says. So I guess maybe the Lord, and I want to date girls left and right, but I got to let them know who I am. And as soon as I know you don't even celebrate birthdays or Christmas, or you don't believe in free will, their eyes glaze over, because I'm not just attracted to just any girl. You know, somewhat attractive girls, and you know what? I don't know what else to tell you. So maybe that's what the Lord, he just said, hey, I'm pulling you out. Your life's going to be very singular. You're going to have a very narrow focus in your life. And I don't know. So maybe that's why he is showing me stuff, even though he's showing it to all of us, if it's us. I've told people, see, the beauty of the YouTube channel is the people that I get along with and communicate with the most are people that have never known me. And that's why Jesus said, you know, a prophet's not accepted in his own hometown. People, it's like if you've seen somebody pick their nose and eat their boogers, so to speak, it's pretty hard to take them seriously when they're giving you divine intervention or something from the Holy Spirit, you know, like the truth in the Bible, when that's not what's taught in any church. Why does Trey Stokes, the guy that used to do this and that and that and this, smoke funny cigarettes and chase girls, twice divorced, why does he have what? So we get it. The people on my YouTube channel, they don't know me from nothing. Oh, I'm speaking to y'all, aren't I? Y'all don't know me from nothing, so I'm easier to accept. And that's just how the Lord operates. That's just how it works. You know, the people from Jesus's own hometown, they were like, what? Him? Isn't that Joseph's? Wasn't that the carpenter's boy? So yeah, you get the idea. That's how it is in all of us. We are all little tiny microcosms of Jesus. The whole story was taught for us. So I don't really even know where I was with all this. So hang on just a quick second. I'm going to find an email that I just found. Oh, it had something to do with Christopher Lloyd. Christopher Lloyd's hair and Back to the Future. That's why I went to Metropolis. So let's find some other scenes of Doc. That's Doc. Doc patterned his hair from the movie Metropolis. which was the image that speaks. It's going to be an AI robot, but it's really the ghost in the machine. Folks, we're the only people that tell you this stuff. You're not getting this anywhere else. I will tell you the best channel out there for my viewing that helps me and see and motivates me to do stuff and shows me stuff I didn't know. And then it makes me hopefully even go deeper is Enter the Stars. He is really all over this Trump stuff. He's doing fantastic. Now he gets off into stuff that eventually doesn't mean anything to me, but he'll give me things that he's the one that kickstarted me to do the whole Donnie Darko series that I'll finish this weekend, good Lord willing. But Christopher Lloyd, who played Doc, also played in the Addams Family. And see, they connect their characters like we showed you that the same guy, Daniel Craig, who played, and again, Daniel from the book of Daniel, right? End times. It's all about the end times. Daniel Craig played James Bond with a wound over his right eye. And the guy said, what's your hobby? And he goes, resurrection. He's the Antichrist. He's Donald Trump. Went back to visit his Scottish roots like Donald Trump. He also played in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. So he was helped by the girl, Lucifer. He was helped by the ghost in the machine because the girl with the dragon tattoo had this gigantic dragon, Satan, Lucifer, the dragon, but it's a girl, so it's Lucifer. What was her specialty? How was she able to help him and others? The people she tried to through the computer. In James Bond, it was also on Skyfall. The guy that asked him about resurrection, they were sitting in a room that was nothing but gigantic computers everywhere. So they connect movies with characters with movies like Christian Bale on Christianity. He was the Dark Knight, Batman Begins, which began the day after Trump was born, began on June 15th. That's when the release date was. Trump says, I am Batman. I've showed y'all that a million times. And then he is the Dark Knight. And then he has the Dark Knight Rises. He rises out of the pit. And he also played the movie The Prestige, which I think was between Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. Or it was between The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. But he played the guy in the cloning movie. And it's the same director. Same director, same actor. And guess what? Same co-star. The guy that played Alfred was also helping this guy. So they're connecting the dots for you. The Prestige was about cloning. So, and it was Jamie from Louisiana who sat right there and goes, wasn't he in the Addams Family? And I looked and I was like, yes. That's what I'm telling you. We all work together. The Holy Spirit gives us. So I'm the one with the microphone. Big deal. We're all one body. So, I don't know. What I'm saying is I don't ever feel puffed up. And somebody threw that at me because they're a big QAnon fan. Like, oh, those bushes in your house. You think you're, and I've got the bush video of my house. One other thing I wanted to show you, Michael Linton, I think it's Michael Linton. He changed it to Michael L. Man, it's because he didn't want people, the Illuminati, to track him down. Come on, Michael. They're going to get us all, man. We want them to. He said Middlesex comes to Halloween in English gematria. And he said Middlesex Halloween comes to Aleister Crowley in English gematria. He said Halloween Carnival comes to Donald John Drumpf. And A Storm is Coming. And Lee Harvey Oswald and Satanic Worship. Okay. Well, I thought that was very interesting. So I wanted to share that with y'all. Again, a really good subscriber. I was taken aback that they moved the No Time to Die release date because I was basing Trump's assassination around, in other words, as that's taking place, it's no time to die. He's not really dead. He is alive doing work for Satan. Just like Palpatine, he was doing it, the Emperor Palpatine was running the show the whole time. It was his clone that was killed. So they're showing you the predictive programming about Trump having a clone that will take the hit, the deadly wound. It says received a deadly wound by the sword, but did live. Well, how does that happen? Satan's not going to raise anybody from the dead. He is not capable. It does not say that God raises the Antichrist from the dead. It's cryptically written, had a wound by the sword, but did live. And it speaks of all lying signs and wonders. So that's part of the lie, along with a lot of other supernatural stuff that'll be taking place, including the waters rising. And they'll be selling you that global warming is taking place, that this World War III, the waters are rising. We're literally destroying the planet, is what they're going to sell you. So there's going to be all, and that's all that is the melting of the abyss we've discussed. And that's in my channel, wherever it is. It's down there somewhere. Global warming opening the abyss at the North Pole. 192 views. That's all it's got, 192. It's terrible. Donnie Darko Trump, he's got 429. You should all be watching that one about global warming. Why they keep selling us global warming in this Democratic and Republican. But hang on just a quick second. There was something else I wanted to share with you. This might give you a better shot of how these look exactly like what's in the background of in that room where that girl is. And I pet goat too. This is my condominium where I live. Sorry, it's now it's blurry when you move it. I want to show you the iPet goat. Yeah. Goat. Right over there, you get a kind of a good view. Right in there, you get a good view. And then when we go to iPet goat, we've done this once, but I'll do it again. Pause. And I didn't blow it up, I don't think. But there it is. Well, you see press escape to exit. There it is. It's got the green in the middle, the dark, and then the light on the outside. It's the exact same as what's in my condominium. So anyway, but that was really why I wanted to make this video, was to share with you some comments and the especially what Jamie from Louisiana said about Christopher Lloyd, connecting the dot. That really connects the dot, because that's the Donald Trump movie, Back to the Future, and Enter the Stars has just been doing. Let's go to Enter the Stars if you want to stick around, and we're going to read comments on these last two videos, and we're going to the clone. By the way, that blue eye, that's the portal. Enter the Stars really, and Enter the Stars did a really good deal on the Arch of Triumph and Trump is Triumph. I showed y'all Trump is Triumph, and then he showed you that the Triumph is the arch, is the portal, which I just thought was excellent. And it just, and I had seen a long time ago that the arch, all these arches, what if Trump is in St. Louis, I said. But we can go through my excellences. And there's a guy he's got over 1,000 subs, A Current Conspiracy, and he's been kind enough to come on. And whoops, I lost the top of my, there it is. So let's do this again. Well, A Current Conspiracy. He's got 153,000 subscribers, and he's been coming on and giving us a lot of good information. I love listening to what he has to say. So let's go through the comments. Don't think Trump sounds weird when he says, "I'll kiss the guys." Sounds different in his voice. Donnie Darko is English and Simple Gematria 66 and 110. By the way, the secret society, as y'all know, that has the G as their symbol. People have said it's Gematria. People have said Um, oh, um, there's all kind of G's. You know, the Green Bay Packers have the big G. The Georgia Bulldogs have the big G. Hang on. It's escaping me. Generative principle. In other words, the sex act. Generative principle. Geometry. God. So on and so forth. I think it stands for the goddess. Or all of them. Maybe Donnie Darko 44, the 44th president was Obama with brown eyes. Hunter's Moon, Hunter Biden, Holy Land fan said. I really like that one. Because I think this Hunter Biden might be somebody that gets arrested, which kicks off the Trump assassination. I mean, I think it's coming soon. Now, here's current conspiracy. Guy's got 153,000 subscribers, and he's nice enough to come on and hang out. He said in 2015, RAM called for then President candidate Donald Trump to cease and desist using End of the World as his walkout music to a Stop the Iran Deal rally. This didn't stop Trump from using other RAM songs at his rallies without permission. The group are still considering legal options to prevent this. Well, I would just say they pretend to. They're all on the same squad. They're all in the club. Michael, who I just gave y'all his latest to me, says, I watched the opening of Donnie Darko, the movie Flower Films. We showed y'all this yesterday. Yeah, we showed you this yesterday. Hannibal Hyde, great, very kind subscriber. 1 hour and 40 minutes in with Jim Cunningham arrested for the pedo ring in the sequel to Donnie Darko, which is called S. Darko, 2009 movie. And by the way, I'm looking to get that, purchase that, rent that. Yeah, I think it's next on my queue. There are children being abducted with missing kids posters everywhere, and they say Operation Find Them All, and at the top of the posters it's talking about bringing all the children home. It's weird. Donnie Darko is 45 in gematria, full reduction. Trump is 45th president. Interesting. Current conspiracy again, nice enough to come on. Hour and 38 minutes. Trump says something about being locked up in his basement. Remember, the teacher had the cellar door when the chalkboard behind her right before she was fired and removed all of her things. It was a clue, Donnie Darko, as to where he was supposed to go. Roberta Sparrow's cellar, which is where Gretchen is run over, and then Donnie shoots Frank. Yeah, I've seen this movie 3 or 4 times, so I do remember the shooting. The cellar door, wouldn't that be the abyss, though? Like the cellar. I'll look for that because I'm going to finish the rest of Donnie Darko this weekend, good Lord willing. Might even try to watch some tonight and throw some videos in our situation. 10 things you don't know about Justin Gagey. Current conspiracy, ACC. Please support his channel. You know, he's nice enough to come on here and help us out. And he probably does it for a living if he's got that many subscribers. So, again, thank you for coming on, whoever you are. At the 59-minute mark with Calm Before the Storm, Trump made that comment on October 5th, 2017. From that day up to the day when the WHO declared global pandemic was 888 days. There you go. Love that. Donald Trump is also 74 in 2020, and 74 years equals 888 months. Wow, that's freaky. Around the 47-minute mark, his girlfriend Gretchen walks in. Who is Donald Trump having the most fits with since the lockdown started? The governor of Michigan, whose name is Gretchen Whitmer. Oh, wow. Isn't that something? Pennywise. And I was about to tell y'all something. I'm not going to do it. I just have a lot of stuff with numbers in my life, and somebody's, yeah, anyway. I know a Gretchen, and 666 is involved, and that's all I'm going to tell you. Might be an address, right? Might be a font, so whatever. Might not be either. It might be something else. What I'm trying to tell you is I don't do numerology, so You know, I don't do astrology or numerology. I don't do anything they teach you in paganism. I did, so I know to stay clear of it. But I still see stuff. And it was just weird that they're all saying this. And this Gretchen that I know literally has a 666 built into, let's just say, a number or a numbering system. Anyway, Pennywise is it in the book. Yep. And we got that, Michael, from Enter the Stars, right? I watched some of that. Hopefully you watched all of it. Pennywise in English simple geometry comes to Whitehorse, vaccinations, voter fraud, Washington, George W. Bush, Auschwitz, the serpent. All right. Appreciate that. And great research, Trey. The white hair is a symbol of Osiris. Seems the giant rabbit represents Nephilim, BLM, Osiris, Obama faction, that's anti-Trump, serving the bottomless pit, portal, rabbit hole. That one kind of went over my head a little bit, but, you know, obviously it's going to be the anti-Trump faction, which gets rid of the, which will give him the deadly wound, which will deliver that. Go to the other comments. It's got 301 views. That's good. Not sure why I did that. Because you're not real smart. That might be a good reason. Rebecca Spiller, man, it just popped out of me. The bottom of Halloween sign says MAD, could be code for Mutual Assured Destruction Day. That was the first thing that came to my mind. Did reference 1,000 Points of Light, Big Daddy's funeral. I'm guessing 369 guys. I'm guessing a 369 guys invention perfected and ready for show, if you get my drift. I'm not sure that I do, but keep them coming. With the Pope and this date, this made me think of Ash Wednesday because of Wednesday. I mean, no doubt, right? I mean, let's see. We'll see lots of events ready. Yeah, and Holly Ann is excellent. She's now a Facebook friend, so I always love it when y'all come on and become Facebook friends because we can communicate anytime. Sarasota Bookstore makes no sense for a film set in Virginia. Exactly. I enjoyed this series you've done here. Very interesting stuff you have found. I decided to dig a little myself about the writer, director of the film, because sometimes you just want to see if any of this makes, and I know what they're saying, makes even more and more and more sense. Yeah. Hey, we're all digging deeper, right? And that's Holy Spirit led, I truly believe. It says that Wiki was Richard, and Wiki, all that stuff is controlled opposition fake, right? It says that Wiki says that Richard, well, it says in Wiki. Yeah, and most of the stuff on Wikipedia is true. And if hopefully we corroborate it with this website, this website, this website. Now, that doesn't work for like the truth in the Bible. So you have to start using your discernment. You know what I'm saying? But worked at NASA. Richard Kelly's father worked at NASA on the Hoax Mars Viking lander program. Yeah, all of NASA. NASA is Hollywood with a launching pad. Exactly. Which is strange in itself, stated in that way. The actors said they didn't really even understand the film. They were making time. That has evolved over with new eyes, called the scroll, the points, manipulation, magic, commercials. Way to, normally it couldn't explain. Back to the Future showing. It's for showing. Thank you for sharing your insights for all of us to ponder. Yeah, just go deeper. Go deeper, go deeper, go deeper. I'm going to check out the playlist, Ghost in the Machine. Yes, do so. Current Conspiracy came on that thread. Watch the vids on my program about Donnie Darko and Back to the Future. It seems almost every show, movie, or cartoon about time travel somehow corresponds to Donald Trump in some sort of way. Isn't that freaky? See, that's what Tenet was about, because it was the same director that did the Batman and the Prestige. He did Tenet, which was all about the shifting and moving around of time. Time travel is not biblical. Anything past God saying, I've declared the end from the beginning. We have the book of Revelation. We have the future already written for us, but we're back here in time in another area. But we've already proven that we are now living in the book of Revelation as soon as Trump announced he had his crown, his corona, back on Donnie Darko's date of October 2nd. The Current Conspiracy also found your channel this week. Looking up Donnie Darko, I've already looked up quite a few of your videos. Are you okay with me commenting on the old ones because I'm starting at your oldest? Yeah, I tell you, I certainly wouldn't mind. I think that's what she asked me too. Do you mind if I comment on your older work? I said, please do. I want y'all all over my playlist asking, because a lot of it's, you know, about the Bible. I went back and watched the last portion of Donnie Darko. Yeah, I read this today. This was interesting. You'll notice at certain intervals, it shows how many days are remaining until the end of the world. The day he goes into therapy, she puts him under hypnosis. And I was saying this is like the trance that the guy goes on, or the Antichrist goes under in Pt2, when he starts going into that trance-like state. Day of the Dead, assassination. I'm thinking 28th, but maybe he dies on the Day of the Dead. I have no idea. Or maybe he rises on the 31st, the Day of the Dead. Why? Well, because in the James Bond movie, on the Day of the Dead, it opens up, it says the dead are alive. So notice now he's going to be in a trance, which hypnosis. So what that's trying to tell me is, let's go back and read what he said, because I'm going to tell you again what I think this is. On October 28th, he goes into hypnosis. That tells me that he's dead. He goes into his trance. I'm just telling you, right? Under hypnosis on the 28th, the next day, it says one day remains on October 29th, and at 1 hour. Well, that would mean he would be rising from the dead on the third day. Dies on the 28th. Then you have the 29th, then rises on the 30th, which is the end of Donnie Darko. So, and I told him that. I was like, unbelievable. Thank you so much. Can't wait to get into it. I think that the hypnosis is him going into the trance that the Antichrist goes into, and he's standing in the boat. And I didn't say an I pet goat. What an idiot. Because I was at work. Oh, I wasn't. I'm just kidding. Fellow coworkers. Hopefully he didn't see this yet. I think I understand what the MLB World Series is all about. Comments that covered and geometry effects. The Dodgers just won the first game. World Series night. Kershaw, pitcher Kershaw was born in 1988. Last time Dodgers won a pennant was 1988. I thanked him for that. That creepy picture of Trump with the Pope. My goodness, Trump is grinning. Trump, the grinning corpse. Melania, the grieving wife. Oh my goodness. How awesome is that? Nice job, Jamie. I'm telling you, man, she's got the gift. She's the one that told me about Uncle Fester. I mean, Christopher Lloyd playing Uncle Fester. That creepy picture of Trump with the Pope. My goodness, Trump, the grinning corpse, because he's not really dead. Melania, the grieving wife. Ivanka, the stoic grieving daughter. The Pope, the diabolical priest giving the eulogy. Like the Beatles, Abbey Road, Paul is Dead, album cover. Ugh, wow. This is it, album cover with MJ in the mocking crucifixion pose, MJ Thriller Halloween video where the dead rise. Oh my goodness, I just got goosebumps, Jamie. I can't believe it. We're sealing that he gets hit on the 28th. And that he spiritually rises from the dead on the full moon. Wow. Let's go back and show you Spectre's opening.
After 30 days, I could not believe my before and after picture. I literally...
Dude, I couldn't either. It's amazing. The dead are alive on the Day of the Dead. That's not the day he gets killed. It's the day that they're celebrating the 3-day event of the rising of the dead. I thought he would die and then rise on the third day because it was a 3-day event. Look, anything's in play. Dude might not get popped. We know he's the Antichrist, but y'all, he might not get popped until 2022. I don't know. Good grief. But this is what they seem to be showing us, and that's why I show it to y'all, and y'all give me feedback. This is what we do. Same as I Pet Goat, skeleton with a top hat on the Day of the Dead, right in the exact middle of I Pet Goat 2. Now they're celebrating. They are celebrating commentary. I can't play this more than 7 seconds, so. Nodding its head, yes. I mean, we're looking for any clue at this point, aren't we? There's a red something around the hat. See, all these people are dead, but they're alive. Mexico City. And you know the Mexican cartel and the just god-awful way that poor country has been just destroyed. Even though they allow us to go vacation on their nice beaches. That's all by design. Satan runs the kingdoms of the world. Satan's not going, good grief, what the heck is happening in Mexico? I'm just over here running Los Estados Unidos, United States and Russia and China, but my goodness, those people in Mexico are crazy. No. It's all by design to make Trump say, build that wall. Come on, man. Step your game up. I'm just kidding. And Bond's about to be there. About to see James Bond. And he's going to... And remember, he is playing Donald Trump. Day of the Dead. Mexico City celebration. Boy, this intro, they really show you a lot, don't they? I'm waiting for Daniel Craig to come popping up. Okay, well, here comes the bad guy. The guy he ends up chasing. So he ends up chasing somebody that's also dead. I don't know if that means anything or if that's just part of the movie, but not part of the predictive programming. See, you can't get confused. But that's not James Bond. That's the guy he ends up chasing. Black, red. Black and red, Satan, black and white. We know what that is, and that's James Bond right there. And he's going to tail that guy. So he's Donald Trump. He's dead, but he's alive on the Day of the Dead. Anyway, so you get the idea. Why did we go watch this again? I don't know. This is It album cover. Wow. This is It album cover.
These pictures should match.
Yep, definitely. Doing his little crucifixion pose or whatever. What else do we see? Are we seeing anything else? But it did come out on October 28th. I mean, come on, folks. This is it, October 28th. Mhm. This is it, Michael Jackson, October 28th. And then it says it right there, real small, October 28th. I'll never forget that it was on my ex-wife's birthday. Michael Jackson, This Is It, opens October 28th. October 28th. This is it. What do you mean this is it? Ooh, remember Cousin It from the Addams Family? Cousin It from the Addams Family? Cousin It from the Addams Family?
According to Wikipedia,
Cousin It. That show used to crack me up, man. Little did I know when I was watching this show when I was a kid, like, wow. Seriously. Wednesday from the Addams Family. Of course, I like the old school. Like the one from my era, man. From the television show. Yeah, that's from the movie. I guess that's her from the movie. And she's played some pretty freaky parts in her day. Wednesday, It. This is It, Cousin It. Wednesday, It. You know, I told people to stop watching, unless you wanted to follow along and read the comments. And I hope some people don't stop watching, because this has really, really turned into a good video, right? We're learning all kind of stuff. Let's go back to my subs and keep learning. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, A Current Conspiracy, ACC. Justin Provost, you ever see the zombie movie 28 Days Later? I said no, but the hits just keep on coming, don't they? LOL. Thanks for sharing. All right. Michael said Middlesex. Okay, that's the one that it was 29 minutes ago, as you can see. So that's why I took a screenshot of it and emailed it to me and showed it to y'all. Very interesting video track, and definitely follow along with this timeline. I've had the number 28 pop up a lot recently. So see, we kind of get that. Now, if he doesn't dial the 28th, then we got nothing, didn't we? Me and the rest of us. But as of right now, that just seems to be, what we're seeing. If it's true and it's real, it came from the Holy Spirit. If it's not, it came from our flesh. I don't know any other way to describe that. There is no coincidence. I still think there is a connection between all of this and the Hunter Moon and Taurus. And I think that's when I told him, I wonder if there is a wound, but the death comes later. But of course, hopefully he watches, and maybe that's just when he rises. Like it's big to them because he is rising. He says definitely a possibility. Theatrics. Other countries will take it as a sign of weakness and war will begin. I said they will all be following a script to them by the ghost in the machine. Each country is just playing their role. Hopefully we all firmly believe that. In some secret societies, they use the old Julian calendar. So the month October 8 and the month December 10. Jamie again, look at this. Haha, isn't Christopher Lloyd Back to the Future also to Adams? Yes. That was when she told me that last night, and I loved it. It just freaked me out. I let her know that some of her comments get lost. Current Conspiracy. Wow, he sure was. He was Uncle Fester. I didn't know that. Yeah. Hey, we're all working together, aren't we? So I watched this video. Let's see what it was. And I was remembering how Wendy Williams. Oh, well, let's see who YouTube channel they're watching. A Winter to Remember, 53 subscribers. Well, I remember when I just had 53 subscribers.
But I'm trying to get up.
Oh, okay. It's about that moment. Oh, see me go scared. All right. Okay. Well, I don't want to push their channel or not push their channel. So later she claimed that, she collapsed with a crown on. That's right, she did. She collapsed wearing a crown. He's just like, they're just making fun of all of us. From the Ghost in the Machine. Yep. Double Trump on Oprah had brown. Trump double on Oprah had brown eyes. Jamie from Leeds said, yep. I thought it was his Corona Barrett interview. Thanks for the reminder. That is super interesting. Freaky. Whoops. Don't like your own. And he says, at Trey Stokes, it does show my other comment. Does it show my other comment with a link? Yes, sir. Anyway, I think we're done here. But I'll convince everybody with the title to make sure they watch it all the way through. Love y'all.